Good morning, Catherine. How are you doing? I hope everything is going well. Shout out to you this morning. You are the first one in, Catherine. What's going on? I hope everybody's all right. What's up, 305 Perfume Puss? What's going on, baby? You doing all right? What's up, Miss Hogs? How you doing? Grand Rising, baby. Yes. What's up, the Smart Show? Oh, you did? Oh, come on. Come on, the Smart Show. What's up, Robin? You all, I'm just coming on today. Let's talk about Tuesday. I'm gonna talk about a few things today. Nothing major. I am blessed and highly favored. Glad to be in the number one more time, as the people would say. Um, I've just been really looking at a few things on YouTube. So, we'll talk about it. So we're really gonna talk about it on this Tuesday. Okay. What's up? What's up? So, good news. I'm at 203. I'm at 203, which I'm excited about. Every little victory counts, every little pound counts. So I'm excited about being at 203 on today. And I'm doing pretty well, you all. I am. I am today. I am up early in the AM. I have a meeting to be at. So I got to beat the traffic. I hate showing up to places late. So I have a meeting, and then I have to meet with some people in Austin, Texas. So I'm going to be on the road. It's funny that people don't think you don't work. And I'm like, who am I, Tommy O. Martin? Because, baby, that house got yeah, that house got a mortgage. The Volvo is still being paid for. It's just funny. The Raptures today, oh my God, who said the Raptures today? How did they figure that out? The Smart Show. My God, today. My goodness, my goodness. Not the Rapture. Okay, I was like, well, okay, what? Okay, but anyway, okay, Smart Show. But it's just really interesting. But one thing that I found interesting last night was Rico coming on, and he did behave himself to an extent. Um, and he said that he's going to stop sharing a whole lot, which I think is wise and what I think is smart. Um, you know, he didn't go and look at the video that I had put out earlier about me getting Dysport. He didn't see that. So, I explained, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I really don't have to explain anything that my money pays for. I really don't. Um, it's my discretionary income. And if I want to rearrange my whole face, it's my business. And and I don't really have a problem people talking about it. I'm just glad that I had the opportunity to do it and did it. And so that's how I feel about it. Um, there are a lot of people doing a whole lot of stuff and it's not good for them. Whether it's drinking, excessive drinking, whether it's excessive smoking, um, it's a lot of things that people need to be focused and concerned about. And me doing something that is beneficial for me has nothing to do with them. So those are my thoughts. Hey, Max Boogie. Max Boogie, of course. And I'm satisfied with the results. I'm satisfied with the results. So it is what it is. And another thing that's really interesting too is people have so much to say about your life. which they have the right to. They really do. But make sure you're not throwing stones and your house is plate glass, easily prone to break. Now, I'm going to say this. I could have really gone there last night with Rico, but Rico was really trying to, as much as he could, was really trying to be social. But I find it odd that when I bring up old stuff, that was 2 years ago. But Rico does some crazy stuff. Number one, I have never met Rico at Palmer Park. Don't know where Palmer Park is. Couldn't tell you where it is. Number one, I wasn't driving. Somebody picked me up. Two, I was dating someone. Three, we went out to the woodwork. So I don't know who he saw, but it wasn't me. You cannot convince him. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never been to Palmer Park in Detroit. Now, have I been to Detroit a couple of times? Yes, but not in the city proper. I have been to Novi. I have been to Grosse Pointe Woods. And like I said, I was dating someone who was living in Detroit. But baby, people are, and it's to the point where, okay, whatever. Now, I understand that you have the goods on some people and that you can pull that mess with, but you can't pull that on me. Yeah. So anyway, I just think that's really interesting because people really want to stamp and place you, and I'm like, yeah, I don't, yeah. And the dates be changing, and I'm like, no, you said this time it happened, and this time, and I'm like, well, you had to be in the eighth grade, and yeah, I haven't been to Detroit since I moved to Texas. So I know you're lying. Yes, I've been to the Woodward in Detroit. Now let me tell y'all about the Wood, baby. I went to the Woodward in Detroit, and it was the winter time. And that's another thing. I went to Detroit in the winter time. So nobody ain't gonna be in no park up in the wintertime. See, again, it don't make no sense because when I went to the Woodward, it was the winter time. And baby, when I tell you it was fur coat palooza, I have never seen so many fur coats and finger waves. Oh my God, and gator shoes. Let me tell you something. Detroit is a whole different beast. She has a different rhythm. She has a different style. She is Detroit. And I never forget going to that club. Cause I mean, they had fur coats everywhere, honey. It was fur rods, baby. It was fur rods everywhere. I ain't never seen so many furs in my life. And see, like I said, I'm listening to Rico, but I'm like, I was in Detroit during the wintertime. So nobody ain't going to no park or outside in the wintertime. I remember going to the mall. Anyway, but it is what it is. Brian is our park stroller, not Pastor J. Child, I'm not going there. So anyway, he wanted to bring that up. And so he was saying something about being mad. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not mad at people. And like I told him, if I were really mad, he would never be back up on my platform. He would never. be back up on my platform if I was angry. I wasn't. Now doing something to my face and all of this stuff. I'm like, dude, you got a lot of things going on in your life, a lot of things. You need to get some levels down, and now you're gonna go get your teeth cleaned and see about. Because my teeth already clean, and yeah, so I found that interesting. And it's every time, and this is the thing about Rico, we can't have a decent conversation because in his mind, all he wants to do is shade and drag. And some people don't read the room and know there's a time and place for everything. I was really patient yesterday. I was really patient yesterday because I'm like, can't you just come up here, say hello, and get with the conversation without always trying to comfort somebody? And this is the thing, Rico, all that shit going on in your life, you don't need to comfort nobody. You need to humble your ass, have a having me, and move on. And see, the only reason why you get what you get from me is because if you give it, I'm going to give it back. Learn to be polite to people, come on people's panels, and have a conversation. Now, I do applaud you because you did tone it down. But Rico, you don't need to do all of that. Come and have a conversation. You really want to have a conversation with people. You really want to be a part of the group, but sometimes you don't know how. And I'm telling you how. If you want to keep that Palmer Park story, you hold that story. But you know, yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's old. It's old, and it seems like that's what I have on Jay. So that's what I'm gonna put, and I'm gonna put it out there. And it's like, dude, I don't even know you. I've never been to that place. But be chill. Come on people's platform and act like you have some sense. That's all you have to do. And it wouldn't have even been that rocky. But I'm going to give you what you give back. And if you come with respect, you get respect. When you come with disrespect, then it comes back. And I would like for you to be on the platform more often, but we're not gonna go through the same old rigmarole, the same old thing because it's old. It's old. Move on. I don't even want to be bringing up all your situations. I would rather just move on and talk about different things. But it seems like you can't get past that. And I want you to be able to get past that because I do want you to come on to the platform more often, but we're not going to do that foolishness. And like I said, I'm really not trying to go for you and some things that you got going on. But by the same token, you have to stay focused. But I'm good. I'm good with Rico. He was better than he usually is. What's up, Castro Cannon? Oh, Jesus. Hey, Castro. Some don't learn. Tom is skipping meds to drink. Now, yeah, it's a lot going on with him, too. Yeah, that's what he's trying to say, pretty mama, to you. And what's really funny is I've never been there. I couldn't tell him the layout, the location, couldn't tell him. We've never been there, but it's all good. Good morning, pretty mama, to you. Rico hit the panel last night claiming Pastor had cosmetic surgery. He was loud, strong, and wrong. Yeah, and like I said, you all, I don't have a problem with telling people that I took Dysport, but I never cut my face up. I don't do that. But I did something that I wanted to do. And so I did it. I did it. No issue, no nothing. Did what I needed to do and had a great time, learned a lot. So it is what it is. Oh, let me get this camera adjusted. So yeah. Um, So I thought that was interesting. So I watched a little bit of Tommy, and I watched a little bit of Brian. And you all, let me say what is very disheartening. Um, this is YouTube. If you're not monetized, what are you doing on here? Because if you think these people are your friends, if you think these people really care for you, and no, they don't. Now, there are some people who are good hearted, good natured, and stuff, but for the most part, this is for entertainment. People come on here and watch this like they watch television. And what you all fail to realize that you're entertainers. Whether you are a talk show format, whether you are a variety show format, whether you are drama, whether you are reality TV, you are entertainers. And when your entertainment interferes with your real life, you got problems. And I don't think you all get that. If you all are working YouTube without commercials, baby, you working for free. Now, I will say this, and let me say this again. I don't put commercials while I'm live. I don't like it. And so if I don't like it, I'm not going to make you all do that. I believe if you come live to see me, you shouldn't have to be scrolling through commercials. I'll put my commercials in afterwards, not during, because I don't like it. Also, I do allow you all to red ball, because what I hate is people not knowing what's going on and asking. Red ball and find out. So I allow that option for people to red ball. I do flag people. It's only on certain occasions that I flag people. If someone who has nothing to do with the situation is in a clip that I'm in, I will flag you. Now, Tracy, ma'am, I really don't know what's going on with you besides what I've heard. But sis, you don't have any reason to be mad at me. I find it very, very appalling that you will allow a man to say that you're unattractive, that you're ditzy, curse you out, and you sit right on the panel. You will neglect your whole channel to be on his channel. Now, again, you may not like to hear it, but I'm going to remind you that you sat at my breakfast table and was introduced to the beef sector. Let me remind you again, it was me who told you get to your 1,000, which you did get to your 1,000, because that's what I promised you, right? And that's what I did. But what I am not and what I will not do is sit there and neglect my platform to tell you every little thing and how to do it. That's not what I do. Maybe you wanted somebody to be mean to you and curse you out and do all of that. So I don't do that. You, Tracy, are the shaky, flaky one. I've always stood true. Even in your bad decision making, I told you about Sean. I'm jealous of Sean. I'm jealous of Sean. I'm jealous of Sean Bradley. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Mm-mm. Baby, I know the gays. I know the gays. I know how they were. And I know how they are, right? So Sean is this, Sean is this. I said, okay, Tracy, you be careful. You be careful. Told you. Baby, when you said you was the queen of club chat at that Papa Do's, ooh, baby, I knew it was over. I'm like, girl, but at the time you weren't talking to me now because you're with Sean and that's how you flip on people, right? Girl, when y'all went to that Mexican restaurant and you said, Sean, you taking all the rice. Give me some of that rice. Girl, I knew it was over. He didn't like you. He tolerated you. And you were a piece, a pawn on the chessboard. That's what you were. And when he was finished with you, he dropped you like a hot potato. He dropped you on your birthday. Did the same thing, right? With Samantha Graziano, aka Kiki. Girl, you was gonna argue me down about Kiki. Yes, you were. You gonna argue me down about that Kiki. And you was gonna try to make me apologize to that lady. I said, I'm not. Come to find out that she was trying to save her butt. And now we see who the real Kiki is. Again, I was right about that. I'm just going through this because you act like I've done something to you, but truly I have been a voice of reason to you. The Joyce thing, twice, twice, twice. She wound up apologizing. You didn't even acknowledge it, but I had told you that. You took her word. You didn't check with me. You tried to put me on blast. That's why you had me on camera because that's what you do. When that individual was messing with you and then I had to deal with that and get the authorities, you thought that was something to broadcast and it wasn't. But that was you, Tracy. That was you. And even in the Joyce situation, I left you alone until you started picking. I showed those power lines in that gas station and that ticked you off. But my thing is you were picking. Rob Rax. Man, I really tried to tell you, but you pretty much cursed me out. But what happened? Okay. The Noble situation, girl, I just tried to be you try to root for people. You really try to root for people and stuff. Cause it's like, girl, if you happy, I'm happy, I guess. But it was like, I'm like, but if that's what you want to do. But yeah, and so I'm looking at what you're saying about how people do this and this. But Tracy, you were the one who really flip flopped. No one really did anything to you. And when we were fighting, I had no problem with saying there go the luxury apartments over there. I did. I did. But Tracy, you called the job. Thank God I was gone from that when I was, working at another job. But you do stuff like that. But I'm the enemy. Okay. I just listen to you. And it's like with friends like you, who needs an enemy? So I just really want you to look at yourself in the dynamic of our relationship. And I've always given to you. When you were in the hospital, I reached out to you and called you to see if you were okay. When your titty flopped out and it was getting ready to strike your page, I called you and said, hey, girl, your breast out. We weren't even friends then. You, Tracy, were the one who came on the cruise to ruin the cruise. And then it wound up that you and MU fell out over that. So you were coming to tear up something that I was getting ready to do. But in the interim, your relationship is no longer what it needs to be with MU. I want you to really examine that, Tracy, because you always try to put out that. I'm sorry, you all. So what I'm trying to do is you always try to put out that people are the enemy. And I have been nothing but that to her, you know. But you can't win from losing, right? So, like I said, Tracy, don't try to play that game that somebody is after you and doing bad things to you. If I wanted to strike you, I would have told you. I would have struck you. I would have told you, hey, I struck you. I would have told you that. I would have told you that. And then here you are, you will lie about something like that. Do you think I'll get mad because somebody put out something that's not true about my partner? And you know what, Tracy, you a friend to nobody because my partner never did anything to you. Never. And I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, Tracy. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because he was very shocked when I told him about you. He was like, "No, she's a sweet lady, you know." And I'm like, "Oh, okay then," because he said he knew you, and then I let him listen, and he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." He was shocked because he thought you was nice, a little eccentric, you know what I'm saying, a little heavy on the makeup and stuff, you know, but he thought you were really nice. And here you are trying to attack him because he's with me, which I had nothing to do with. I didn't know you was trying to holler. I didn't know you was trying to holler, niece. I didn't know that. And it's so ironic how life happens. Girl, I didn't know you was trying to holler. I wasn't trying to move in on your man. I didn't know that. I was just at the gym and we met. I'm sorry. And he asked me on a date, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go. Sorry. You know, it was so ironic when he was talking about where he got his hair cut. And then he mentioned, and I'm like, oh my God. And I knew it was going to be a mess. I knew it was going to be a mess. Mm. I guess it was the wrinkles in my head that attracted him. But I knew it was going to be a mess. I knew it was. And so, yeah, then he was a drunk. And then I'm like, you see how these people are? This is why I really laugh at these people because, you know, he spoke very highly of you and was very surprised. And then, you know, like I said, it's just really interesting. I just, and like I said, I don't sweat that stuff. I don't sweat that stuff. But let me make this clear too. At no point, at any time, was he interested in you because he liked men. Yes, he was married at one point in time, but you didn't know that. You didn't know that at all. You didn't know that at all. And then when Vlog Daddy popped up, all of a sudden now he a bad person. But baby, when you thought he was great and you was cutting that hair, hmm yeah, just interesting. You know, life has a funny way of doing some things. It really does. This is why I hold my peace and I let the Lord fight my battle. You have to. I didn't know this. I didn't know she was trying to make her move. Make that move right now, baby. Make that move right now, baby. I ain't know she was trying to make that move. Anyway, I don't have no issue with Tracy. I don't have no beef with Tracy. I'm glad she has moved. I don't know where she live. Don't care where she live. I'm just glad that she had. I don't have any beef with the lady. But stop trying to act like I have done something to you. Everything that you've done, Tracy, is because you did it. You went to jail. Believe it or not, I would have bailed your behind out, but couldn't do that because it was Saturday. So yeah, Tracy. Because let me tell you something. These people who talking about they got your back, they don't. And as ugly as you have been, and the things that you said, more than likely I would still help you out and lovely love because y'all from San Antonio. And as much as y'all do, I would probably help y'all out. Now, I don't think I would get that, but it doesn't matter because I have support. But I don't think I would get that from you all. And so this is why I don't really raise a fuss because I really don't know you personally. We've met, but we've never talked in a deep manner. It's always been business. It's always been business. But I don't have any issue with you, Tracy. I've never flagged you. If I flagged you, I would tell you I flagged you. And you know I haven't flagged you. So I want to make sure we clear the air on that because my thing is everything that I have helped you. I have helped you. Now, everything towards me you've done, it's always been out of malice, spite, and envy. And I don't know why. Because again, you sat at my breakfast table at my house and I introduced you. I'm the one who said, Tracy, I think you got a shot because either people like you or hate you, and that's a good combination. I was the one who was telling you, Tracy, don't take these people seriously. Just come on and do your show and leave. That's the advice I gave you. I said, Tracy, there are no friends on YouTube. Did you take the advice? You did. So again, you can't blame me for you not listening. You can't blame me because you didn't take the advice. So I'm gonna leave that alone. No, I didn't create anything. I'm glad that Tracy is in the beef sector. I mean, she adds something. Whether you like her or not, she still is here. So I'm not going to cap her down, but I just don't deal with her anymore. And like I said, I part with people when they show me on every occasion that they don't have my best interest at heart. I will play around with you for a while, but then I will leave you alone. Yeah. So that's what I do. Oh, I heard it, Itsy Bitsy. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. She knew all the time I hadn't flagged her over something that King Roman said. Y'all, do you think I'm concerned about that situation? I'm not. So anyway, Look, y'all, let me say this. I am really not concerned. As long as you don't break the law, we good. As long as you don't break the law, we good. And that's the truth. Don't break the law, and we good. Um, Let me move on, y'all. Tommy, Tommy, Tommy. You know, Tommy, you like this mess. You like going back and forth with Brian. It gives you some latitude. It gives you a chance to come on YouTube and argue. I have been telling you, Tommy, if you don't want to fight with the people, stop watching the people. You're sitting over here watching Brian, tit for tat, going with him. Y'all wishing death on each other. And Tommy, you got a court date coming up. I don't think this is the wisest thing for you to be doing. You back to drinking again. It's like, boy, what are you doing? And you don't listen to nobody. You want to call everybody the ag word, but yet you doing some very reckless stuff. Tommy, y'all don't get it. I'm going to say this again, Tommy. I hope you listen one day. I hope you really get this one day. And this goes to Rico too. If you want revenge, succeed. If you want revenge, succeed. You crying on YouTube doesn't constitute success. It looks like defeat. It looks like you're bothered. It looks like what these people say bothers you. Succeed. You and Rico both said you all have a job. Work your job. Rico, I'm glad that you got a sofa bed. Maybe you can work up now to a full size, but something is better than nothing. I get it. But succeed. Because let me tell you something. You do nothing for these people in the same old situation. If you keep on doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. And nobody is jealous of what y'all got going on. Now let me say this, Tommy, and I'm gonna be real with you. Brian is many things, but I'm gonna tell you this, Tommy. Brian is not jealous of you. Now Brian is many things, but jealous of you, he's not. Brian is going to pick at you because you ain't succeeding. You're not succeeding. You sitting up there crying. Okay, you got a job. You need to be focusing on the job, what you're doing. You know, Tommy, you see all of these people getting their health together. They going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? They getting teeth, a lot of teeth cleaning going on. A lot of teeth cleaning is going on in here. Praise the Lord. That's very important. Teeth cleaning is very important. So a lot of teeth cleaning going on, and you know, what are you doing for you? How are you helping you? Because you looking manic and crazy, talking about I know my daddy and mama love you. Well, they should. Man, succeed. Stop crying. Stop getting on here looking like a whole stone alcoholic. Get yourself together, dude. Nobody is jealous of depression. Nobody is jealous of oppression. You telling us what your mom and daddy got, but what do you have? Nobody, and I'm telling you, I swear, Brian is not jealous of you. I'm being real. He's really not. He's picking with you because you don't have no emotional intelligence, and that's the bottom line. But I'm telling you, he's not jealous of you, Tommy. He's not. He really isn't. Now, Brian got a lot of things going on, but Brian is on that track every day. 50 garbage bags, 11 pairs of clothes, but maybe he's on that track trying to lose that weight. I can't cap that brother down because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get his health right. Now we don't know if he's gonna go to Seattle or not, but I hope he do. Lord, I pray he go to Seattle. Ooh, I pray he go to Seattle. But that's what you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. But Tommy, you need to succeed. You ain't doing nothing. Nobody sitting up there drinking and crying and listening to old people music, and that ain't doing nothing for nobody. Go to the barber shop. You know, buy some business clothes. Okay, show us what you're working with like that. Come on now. Now leave, yeah, please leave Castro out of it. I don't think Castro has really said anything to anybody. All Castro has been doing is sitting on the porch and singing. And that's it. Castro, what time you go to work today? What time you go to work today, Castro? Because Castro got a job. Ain't that right, Castro? You working at the UPS or the Amazon? Castro got a job. He been off this week. Mm. So we ain't gonna bother Castro today. Um, so Shakim came up here yesterday, and Shakim is saying that Lemon is still threatening him. Lemon is still using that situation online over his head, and he said he's not gonna forgive Lemon. He said that Lemon is sneaky, pretty much, and yeah. So that's what Shakim said. And he said he don't care if Lemon comes to investigation or not. It really doesn't matter. So Lemon said that Shakim is mad over that $25 and that wrench. So it's what it is. But that's what he said. Girl, don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Castro said he working, honey. And the people working, people working. Girl, they say I don't work. Girl, they say I don't work. They said I'm doing Uber. Girl, but nobody ain't ever in the car. Nobody ain't ever in the car. But I'm doing Uber, girl, so I'm gonna Uber it up. I don't know. Well, pretty mama. Now Shakim did say that he, Ro, and Ro's friend are gonna be in the room together. Now Ro has not confirmed that or denied that. Now I don't know if they're gonna be sharing a bed. I don't know if they're gonna have an old nasty piece of rollaway bed, or I don't know if they're gonna have a Rico bed where it's a couch and it pulls out to be a bed. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what Shakim said last night, didn't it? Ain't that what he said? So I don't know. Baby, I'm not working, Castro. No, Castro said he was working. And I believe Castro. You know what I'm saying? He might have flexible hours. That's what Shakim said. Oh, they staying at the same hotel? That's what he said. They staying at the same hotel. Oh, okay. Oh, he said at the same hotel. Don't give me the line. Don't get me the line. I was wondering about that. Okay, at the same hotel. hmm Okay, I ain't trying to be shady, but you know, Shakim has a way of finding his way in people's rooms. I'm just, I'm not trying to be a little messy there, but we know what happened in Vegas. He has a way of finding his way to people's rooms. But thank y'all for clearing that up. Okay, thank you for clearing that up. Yeah, okay then. All right, thanks for clearing that up. I don't want to be lying on nobody. Thank you for clearing that up. All right, thank you. Locked and lovely. What's funny, girl? What's funny, girl? Okay, I mean, yeah. So it was very interesting. But Shakim said he gonna keep his foot on Lemon's neck, and Lemon is like, he's a fan, he's a stalker. So we got all of that. And I guess Ness is neutral in all of this. She's just listening. Girl, I didn't know who was gonna sleep with. No, no. I wasn't trying to put them in bed together. I said that Shaquille might have to get one of them Ricos, the couch that you pull out and it become a bed. So yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. But they're gonna be in the same hotel. No, duly noted. I got it. Don't get me the line. That's what I'm saying. Don't get me the line. Don't get me the line. That's what I'm just saying. Don't get me the line. That's why I just wanted to be corrected. I can be corrected. Myra. How Shanae said? How did Shanae said when Gina did that perm for Myra? Myra, you look so good, Myra. Myra. How she said you don't do Myra feet like that? You gotta get in there, Gina. And she got that sandal, and she got that baby Myra. Anyway, y'all. Um. So yeah, it's a lot, but not a lot going on. October is going to be a busy month, and the end of September. So Rico said his court date is coming up. He gonna take Jesus with him. Hallelujah. I don't think anything major is gonna happen. I don't think he gonna get a dog. I don't think he gonna get that dog back. I don't think he gonna get that dog back. But I think he might get a little fine or something. I don't know. I hope everything works out for him. And then October is when Tommy's court date come up. And then I'm going to homecoming in Virginia. So I'll be doing my thing in Virginia. And then next shit happens right at the end of October. So I'm excited about all of that. Yeah, Catherine, we established that, Catherine. Catherine, we established that, Catherine. You know, we established that. They got me together, Catherine. They got me together real quick. They got me together real quick. So yeah. Oh Lord, let me tell y'all something, baby. Driving this Volvo. Now I'm gonna drive her because she needs to be driven because I usually drive her on the weekend. But honey, her gas prices is high. Castro is mad at the state about pursuing that case. He still wanted to beg and get booty. That's why he don't want his name mentioned regarding the case. Really, pretty mama, is that what you think? Because Castro was kind of happy. He said he was happy. He was laughing at one point about the Tommy situation. So you think that's the case? Because yeah, the state is going to pursue it regardless. But you're saying that he didn't want the state to pursue it because, okay, Lord, I hate getting behind. Oh, Jesus, help me. Help me not to be negative this morning, God. Help me to be patient, Jesus, and not negative. Because these people driving will make you negative. Okay, let me get on over. Pretty mama. Ooh. Ooh-wee. So Castro, is what she's saying true? Now, Castro, I thought at one point you was kind of chuckling about it because, of this, but so you're saying that you don't really care what happens. I'm gathering. I'm gonna drop this link. It's Talk About It Tuesday. It's Talk About It Tuesday. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. He was laughing in the beginning, but I believe he misses Tom and those plates. Lord have mercy. Well, I haven't heard that from Castro. Castro is here. He can speak for himself. I don't know. I heard Castro chuckling about it. Um, Seemed like he don't want anything to do with it because, you know, yeah, Castro blocked me in the chat, but is talking strong. Keep that same energy with Tom. Ooh, not Poochie. I know what it says, but I'm gonna say Poochie like Gucci. Yeah. But Castro, is that true? Castro, I thought you were very indifferent. Like you really didn't care what happened. You know, I don't know. But Castro, the people say you're missing them plates. They said you're missing them rides to the store to get the 5 for 20. That's what the girls are saying. They said they see you at home a lot more now because you don't have, the wherewithal to get around. You know what I'm saying? That's what the girl's saying. I don't know that to be true. You singing a lot. Seem like you very happy you singing. I saw you cooking a little. Yes, you cooking a little. Seem like Castro's doing what he need. He's working. Castro said he's working. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all got Castro messed up. Y'all got him mixed up. Castro said he is doing things and making it move. He said he is making moves. So Castro don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't that right, Castro? Yeah, ain't that right, Castro? Castro said he is making moves. He is doing things. He's running things. That's he said he's running things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he wishes he could go back past the J. They would have the same cycle where Castro would be sneaky and start back contacting Tom. Even you said that. Well, that was in the past, girl. It's different when the state of it's different. Let me tell you something. That jail situation, well, no, not even that jail situation. Girl, that episode of violence changed everything. When I saw that man drive up, and then the next thing you know, Castro was bleeding all like Jesus and stuff, just bleeding all right down from they hung him high. They scratched him wide. Baby, it was just blood, honey. It was blood everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. And then that jail thing, mm, that was deep. That was deep. Now I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's a play gone wrong. And somebody couldn't play no more. Somebody started taking that play real serious, real serious, real serious. And then the next thing you know, you got somebody bleeding and get stitched up by their neighbor, and you got another person eating light skinned cornbread in jail. Child, I ain't never seen nothing like it. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Girl, believing, not bleeding, believing. All, ooh. And then, and it looked like, girl, it looked like one of them movies. Okay, it looked like one of them civil rights movies. Okay, it could have been Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around. Okay, The Little Rock 7. Girl, it could have been any one of them civil rights movies. Because baby, that blood was giving civil rights, honey. It was giving Edmund Pettus Bridge. It was giving March on Selma. Girl, it was giving all of that. It was giving all of that. It was giving the Greensboro Foe. Girl, all of that. Okay, The Life of Jane Pittman. All of that. All of that. Baby, I'm telling you. I mean, let me tell you, you could put that thumbnail that Pat Castro put up in any civil rights movie, and it would have plugged in just right. Baby, I thought Bull Connor was down the street, how that blood was flowing. I'm like, did somebody just hit him with a Billy Jack? But anyway, let me see what y'all saying. Hold on, y'all. I'm reading y'all comments, chat. Ooh, this traffic is so bad. I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I shall not be moved. I shall not. Baby, it was giving me all of that. We shall overcome someday. Ooh, deep in my heart, I do believe. Baby, it was giving me "We Shall Overcome." Girl, that blood was streaming down. But anyway, and then this is the thing. This is why I don't get by Castro. Now, Castro, you can come up here and tell me. But why you put it up there? Girl, you didn't have to put that up there. Then you put that up there. So I can't with y'all. Y'all be doing so much. Don't do that. Don't do that, Fridge Nat. Don't do that. I'm not going there with you. I said everything I need to say this morning. I'm not going there with y'all. Y'all trying to be messy. We know you don't like that lady. Do Castro know how to fill out a W-2? Well, baby, let me tell you something. I'm gonna leave that to Castro. I just don't think anyone should be assaulted. However, if you see danger coming your way like that, you really want to avoid the danger, and then you want to call 911. 911, this is Castro Cannon. There's a very irate man, and he's doing things and da 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 da. And I want him to be removed expeditiously. And that's what happens. But you didn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. See, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. The law is for the lawless. You know, why was Big and Tender crying? Child, he said it triggered him. Girl, he said it triggered him. I can't stand the rain against my window. He said it triggered him and he was crying. And child, now see, this is the thing. And y'all right about that. Baby, he said that thing was making him cry and he was mad at people. And then now he using that boy thumbnail to bother that boy at every turn. See, people don't care. Let me tell you something. People don't care. This is why I say YouTube is entertainment. These folks don't care. They be crying 1 minute and then they be trying to cut your throat the next minute. This is why I use this apparatus as entertainment. I don't care about these burly people. They do what they want to, as long as they don't break the law. As soon as you break the law, you're going to jail. That's all I can say. Be angry, but sin not. I don't care if you're angry, but the Bible says sin not. It's the sinning that's going to get y'all in trouble. It's the sinning that's going to get y'all in trouble. Be angry, but sin not. Ah, that sin not is going to get y'all out of trouble because y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all, I don't even watch that man. I don't even watch that man, so I can't tell you. He called them. Wait a minute. What? He called, then let the neighbors use a baby wipe and band-aid on his head to keep from getting more serious charges. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. It's a lot going on with that, but this is this is running the play going wrong. This is a play gone wrong. This is a play gone wrong. This has happened when you do plays and it don't go as planned. This is why I don't believe in doing plays, because it gets real. Y'all, let me say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep on saying this. And I know that Castro is gonna get mad. I don't have nothing against you, Castro. I really don't. I don't have anything against you, Tommy. But I'm gonna say this again. I told both of you all to take your relationship off of YouTube. You all were so fixated on the numbers and the attention that you were getting that you kept going. I said, okay. I said, what's more important, YouTube or the relationship? I guess YouTube was more important. It still seems like it's more important. You all were doing things. I'm like, y'all don't need to be doing that. Again, I told Tommy, I said, Tommy, they are calling your people. Tommy blocked me. Castro even put me in timeout. Yep, you did. I knew what was going to happen because I know how these people are. And then I'm supposed to be jealous. See, this is what I don't get. Nobody ain't jealous. Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny. Do something for somebody to be jealous of. Cause the shit that y'all doing, nobody ain't jealous of. The stuff that y'all doing, nobody would be envious of. That's what I don't get. Jealous of what? People were laughing at you and not with you. And then when you tell people, they want to cuss you out. They act like you done did something. And see, this is the thing. Y'all hate me, and you can hate me, but nothing that I've said hadn't been wrong. And everything that I've said has come to pass. You can say what you want about me, but I see it. I see it way before it happens. And you don't listen, and this is what you get. This is what you get. And I told y'all that if you're on YouTube, people are going to talk about it. And you get mad when people talk about it. But when y'all was flying high, y'all were blocking people and putting people in timeout, and you know, and look what happened. And I'm not happy that this situation happened. I think it's very tragic. I think it's extremely tragic. But all of this comes about because y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. And so this is what happens. I hope everything works out. I don't have anything against Castro. I don't have anything against Tommy. I really don't know them. I just know what they put out on YouTube, and that's it. You know, Tommy, I agree. People shouldn't be calling your dad. Your dad don't have nothing to do with this. But the thing is, Tommy, people will try to get at your father to get at you. They don't like you, so they're gonna get. They're gonna try to get anything to hurt you, anything that's going to make your life miserable. That's what they're gonna do, because these people, for the most part, on YouTube are not about uplift. They're not about addition. They're about subtraction and division. This is why there's certain content creators, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. I don't care how beguiling they can become. I don't care how cunning and convincing they can. I don't trust them, because they have proven themselves over and over again not to be trusted. And it's like they can't help themselves. And it's like they really get their power from being on YouTube. I don't have anything to prove to anybody, and I'm not going to. Why? I just come up here to do my entertainment, put my commercials in, and move on. You know, he shouldn't have actually put his father on that telephone. Myra, I don't know nothing about that. Girl, I'm gonna leave that alone, Myra. Myra, oh Myra. I'm gonna leave that alone, Myra. I'm gonna leave it alone, Myra. But these people are doing a lot. And then they get mad when you talk about it. But, you know, we've told them numerous times, hey, y'all need to chill out with that. We jealous. I'm jealous. Everything comes to be jealousy. No, nobody ain't jealous. We really want y'all not to. But see where we are now? We're at court cases and stuff. I mean, even the Rico situation with King Roman. I'm like, Rico, you getting set up, dude. You can take that Chinese bus all you want to. King Roman is not going to fight you. Now, King Roman says a lot of things, but King Roman ain't going to risk it all like that. King Roman is not going to risk it all. Now he will do some stuff on YouTube, but to beat people one on one, to get physical, he ain't doing that. First of all, he is in a fraternity that abhors that kind of behavior. So there's a social rule or social rules he know he has to follow. He don't need no felony. He don't even need no misdemeanor because he knows if he gets one, it could ruin his business and his reputation. You would have went right down there to Baltimore, found him. He would have called the cops, had you arrested, and he would have done more damage with you legally. Because people who really know about freedom and have something to lose, they're not going to lose foolish stuff over you. They're going to call the cops, and they're going to let the cops take you out. And they're going to prosecute you to the fullest extent. I told you that. And then you showing weapons all on the thing, and then your place wasn't clean, and you thought I was being shady. No, I wasn't. I was telling you, hey man, and then they took that damn dog. And I mean, I'm being real. You didn't listen. And I wish you would have because you wouldn't have been in the situation. But you know, you gotta, hey, everybody ain't being shady when they're trying to give you a word of knowledge. Yeah, it's a bit, see, we know, but that's what people do. And even people who should know better, it's a thing of ego and hurt. And there's a lot of hurt people out there. It's a lot of hurt people out there. This is why these people don't bother me. I do my thing and I keep on moving. And they still think they did something. And I'm like, you didn't really do anything. I'm a business person and I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm going to tell you, it's not important to you until it happens to you. And these people are going to continue to do this stuff. And let me tell you something, payback is a whole bitch. And that's all I'm going to say. Honey, she is a whole bitch and she'll catch you when you least expect it. So let these people continue doxing and all of this stuff. And one day they're going to get a knock at the door and it's going to be, you have a right to remain silent, anything. Maybe they're going to get that. People got to realize that the law is catching up to this foolishness and you can't continue to do it. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And I keep on saying that. And so it's not a threat. It's not. It's just reality. It's just reality. So I hope these people really get it together and do what's right. That's all I can say. Do what's right, baby. Do what's right. Y'all, I'm at this meeting, but I don't want to be too early. I don't want to be too early, so let me hold off for a quick minute. I believe in being 10 minutes early, but not too early. In the white beef sector, they took the woman's poodle for kicking the damn thing. Oh Lord, not kicking the poodle. Fridge that she's not the only person who drags children. Mm. So anyway, y'all, I don't really care about that because it was not true. And see, I know things that they don't know. I know things that they don't know. Even Rico in that frivolous story of being in Palmer Park, I know things that Rico don't know that would really embarrass him, but I'm gonna leave it alone because again, all I'm gonna say is I don't go to the park in wintertime. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was in Detroit during that time in the winter. I ain't going to no park in the wintertime. But you can't tell him nothing. And like his other predecessors, he had, I guess, proof and all of this stuff. With me, it's just a character assassination. It's just like really. So, but again, I let people have that. You know, I let people have that. And then he gonna come up talking about some. I didn't invite him to Virginia. Well, you can come to Virginia. I mean, the reason why you were invited to Virginia, you haven't shown yourself friendly. And why would I invite somebody who may have ulterior motives? And this is why I brought up ZT because ZT was in Vegas at the same time I was in Vegas. I didn't want to see him. Why would I want to see him? What's up, Angelica? And you know what? If I wanted to see ZT, it would have been easy. He was definitely looking for me. I was looking for him. And so, yeah, I'm like, he wants to meet Rose so bad, it's becoming creepy. Who wanted to meet Rose? Rico? He want to meet Rose? Okay, okay. Well, maybe he'll come to Virginia, girl. But he got to get a hotel room. Because, honey, them hotel rooms are hard to come by. Oh, oh, okay. Well, he'll meet Rose in Washington, in Seattle. hmm I'm trying to get this gum, honey. I just had some coffee. You don't think Rose is going? Now, I thought Rose was going. Are you talking about Rose or Rico? Yeah, it's a busy. You know, these people will lie. Girl, these people will lie. And that's another thing. Let me tell you something. I had to let Rico know that what I do on YouTube is not what I do in real life. And we don't fool around like that in real life. You'll find yourself escorted out of homecoming. And I just think that these people really need to chill out because the law is for the lawless. Nobody don't play them games. And just because people's lives are wrapped up in YouTube, everybody's life ain't wrapped up in YouTube. Some people use YouTube for the entertainment and to entertain their audience. Like I said, if, and heaven forbid, I would never do it, but I'm not ashamed of the life I live outside of YouTube and what I do outside of YouTube. I don't think it's people's business. And whether they think I work or not, or I'm doing Uber or not, or that don't matter, because I will never say anything. You live and you learn. And if you reflect and don't learn from that, something is wrong. Bunky now, homecoming is pretty they have a heavy police presence. Yeah, you got thousands of people descending on that campus. They're not having that. They're not having that at all. I met Ebony 757 in person. She's a sweetheart. Ro is a nice guy. Ro has proven himself to be nice. Um, Rennie TV, she seems a little too together to be acting crazy. So yeah, I ain't gonna have none of that. Yeah. Well, look, y'all, it's about that time. I'm getting ready to head out. But thank you all for coming on. I appreciate y'all. When I every day always posting these alumni events, baby, they gonna suck this thing. They gonna milk this Michael Vick thing up. Now I will be coming back on when I'm heading to that meeting in Austin. So I'll be back on because that's gonna be a drive. That's gonna be a drive. So yeah, they posted the new alumni event. I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, girl. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. Instant Biscuit Shakes. That's what it was. And you don't know, my man would have hauled off and popped him in his mouth. See, this is why I don't. Mm-mm. Baby, I know about Portsmouth. I know about Portsmouth. I am gonna go to the Rogers Brown event. I am gonna go to that Rogers Brown event. I haven't seen Rogers Brown in a good minute, so it'd be good to see him. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all when I get out of this meeting.